Oh, hi there. This is my first day initial reaction to the iPhone 5. Now, I understand I'm a few years late to the party, but so far I'm kind of impressed. The picture quality is a lot higher, the video quality is better, the audio quality on the video is better, and it's overall a bit faster than my iPhone 4. Now, it's not cheap. Like my dad had some Fido dollars, which is a program they've canceled. He had $258 on that, and now they were going to expire in a month's time, so we basically had to spend them, or else it would just be a waste. But that, along with the Defender OtterBox case that helps protect it from being broken if I drop it, it still wound up costing me about $400. So you add 258 and 400, it's still pretty expensive phone. But I didn't exactly look too specifically what the iPhone 6 cost, but it was like 900, $1,000 because I took one look at it and I had price shock. There was no way I was going to pay that for it. I mean, it looked like an alright phone, but that was just too expensive. And I also don't like the size of the iPhone 6. It's too big. I guess it has to be to fit better processor in it and more memory. But I don't want a phone with a screen that big. I mean, this iPhone 5S has a screen that's a little bit longer, a little bit wider than my iPhone 4S or 4 or whatever you'd call it. I have no idea. I didn't pick it out myself. My brother did, and he picked it out what he figured my budget was at the time. Except he ended up costing me more money because I didn't outright buy the phone. He figured it would be better to pay for it per month basis on a contract, but you end up paying more money that way because it takes longer to pay it off. I mean, the phone company's got to get their phone back somehow, and they're really cheap. They want their pound of flesh. I mean, Fido used to be the one of the companies that provided 1 second uh, calling, and now it's per minute like everybody else because they clawed back on it, just like they're clawing back on the Fido dollars. Now the Fido dollars don't they're you can't collect them anymore, and whatever ones you do have are going to expire. Now I got a third off of this phone, so it was totally worth doing, but it was still expensive. Uh, it doesn't shadow my Canon camera. I'll still use that too because I feel as though it provides just as good a quality. And I am going to find out if I can actually upload my video from my phone to my YouTube account without having to upload it from my phone to the computer to my YouTube account, which is what I had to do with my iPhone 4 because it didn't have the capacity to upload it properly straight to YouTube, even on Wi-Fi, even on my own connection. It just couldn't do it. So I'm gonna see if this can do it. Yeah, getting back to the picture quality, I had noticed that it's definitely a lot better. It's a lot crisper. I took a picture of my dad when we were in a bar, and it was kind of dark. I mean, there was some light coming in, but it was a pretty dark bar, and it still took a crisp, clear picture of him, and with details in the back. Like you could tell that we were sitting at the bar at the front, and you could see people in the back and in the background, 10 feet away, and it was still pretty crisp. Like you could identify faces and things like that for it. Now, as I've said in other videos, that there's CSIS watching you, Canadian Secret Intelligence Services, and other services that can access your YouTube and take pictures of you, take video or audio record you at any time. So a higher quality phone will just make that all the more easy for them. But I'm willing to put that aside because I'm just a small fish in a big, big pond. So it's no big deal. Uh, yeah, this phone was definitely worth getting. I can't show you, but I got a Defender OtterBox, which is one that's kind of made of rubber. It's a higher quality than the one for the iPhone 4. It's like a solid rubber, but I didn't really get to pick the color. My color is gray. So it's gray on the outside, white on the inner case that's plastic, and then my phone's black. So it's kind of a little bit ugly. I would have preferred it would be all black, even though my dad figures that just makes it look like a rubber tire, a used rubber tire. That was his impression of it, which I guess would be accurate. But I'm not totally settled on this gray color on the outside. And it's not like it was even cheap. It was like 80 bucks. I mean, I think you can get them cheaper online, but I wanted to get the iPhone today, and I didn't want to wait for the Defender OtterBox case. Because when I upgraded from my iPhone 4, it was on contract. And the contract for that, coincidentally, was nearly running up too in about a month's time. So I just figured, well, I'll buy a new phone, and then the contract will go to my new phone, and then it'll run out, and then it'll be as if I'd not on a contract with this new phone, which is going to be the case. I'm not really that good with cell phone coverage and information and all that. I usually let my younger brother handle it because he knows that sort of stuff. But uh, yeah, I figure it's no big deal. Anyway, I guess that's what I got to say about the subject. Now I'm gonna see if this video actually, if I can send this video from my iPhone straight to YouTube, see if that's an improvement or not. Anyway, talk to you guys later.